Hey guys, it's Slow. Hope you're doing good today. And as the title suggests, we are looking at the Sigma 18-35 f1.8 art lens for APC cameras. Now, this particular lens is for Canon cameras, so keep that in mind when you're selecting yours. Now, if you are like me, you've probably come across all the videos about this 7-year-old beast of a lens, and there are a lot of common consensus about this lens. Well, I'm here to confirm a lot of those points and bring up some things about this lens, good and bad, that you may have not been aware of. Now, I've been rocking this 18-35 for about 3 months now, and well, here are my initial impressions, my quasi semi-review of the Sigma 18-35 f1.8 lens. I'll have links in the description down below if you have your eyes on this lens, so you can keep that in mind. All right, so let's get right into it. Alright, so let's start with the pros. This lens delivers an amazing image for both photo and video. It is indeed a testament to the idea that you do not have to upgrade your camera body if you want a nice looking picture. The Sigma 18-35 will give your camera new life with amazing picture quality, color, sharpness, and that oh so beautiful bokeh if you're into that kind of thing. But who isn't? Alright, images pop, and that sweet f1.8 wide open aperture really makes it stand out in low light situations, especially compared to the standard kit lens. Now, this video is being recorded using the Sigma 18-35 unless I'm actually showing you the lens itself, obviously. Okay, so let's go back to day one of getting this lens. This lens was delivered to me 20 minutes before leaving for a costume party, so I wasted no time, ripped it from its packaging, slapped it onto my camera, and immediately started playing with it. And off the bat, started taking some impressive looking pictures and video at the costume party. Didn't really try to dial any settings in. I just started shooting, and I got some fantastic pics and footage, nice, sharp, beautiful colors on my first time out with the lens. Also, a week later, I ended up using this lens for a gala. And again, some nice looking images coming from this lens. Now, since this is a crop sensor lens, I'm using it on a Canon 80D, and the 18-35 focal length actually comes out to a 28-56 equivalent. So zooming into the 30-35 range comes out to about a 50-56 focal length equivalent. You're gonna get some nice portrait shots out of this lens. Again, fantastic images and video, and when being stationary, it holds great focus with little to no hunting. Now, let's talk about the build of this lens. This is a sturdy, tough-ass lens. I mean, it's got some serious weight to it and built like a tank, a true premium piece of gear. Now, I've seen plenty of videos about this lens before jumping into it, referencing the weight and feel of the lens, and it really doesn't translate over video. This lens could hurt someone. It could hurt me. It's like a brick. Seriously. Okay, so let's look at some of the finer details of the lens. Number one, it has little distance measurements on the lens, so you can see a numeric value of your focus length. That's pretty cool. Rubber grips for a nice feel when handling focus and zoom. Nice premium feel again. And a switch for autofocus and manual focus, obviously. And also comes with a lens cap, so that's cool as well. Okay, sticking with the sturdiness and heft of the lens, the added weight lends to add more stability to my fly cam setup. Yes, I am still using a fly cam, whatever. The general rule is the more weight you have, the steadier your shots are, reducing jitter. Plus, one of the main reasons, if not the main reasons that I got the Sigma 18-35 is that the Sigma keeps its weight evenly distributed throughout the entire focal length. So this was ideal for me not to have to lose time switching lenses for a prime with a higher aperture, or switching to another lens that does shift weight for a specific focal length, requiring me to rebalance my fly cam setup. What a hot mess. This alone was the reason why I felt I needed this lens. Okay, let's talk about low light. This lens is a beast. There goes that word again, beast. Is a beast at low light with its constant 1.8 aperture compared to the kit lens, the 3.5 variable aperture, which gets darker when you zoom in, causing you to bump up your ISO, which, introduces more noise into your videos and pictures. Keep in mind, I am using the Canon 80D, which its low light performance is not its strength, so all the help we can get, the better. But definitely expect an upgrade in low light performance in general. Now, not everything is all roses and daisies or daisies and roses with a Sigma to 18 to 35, whatever, however you say it. Let's get into some cons. Before I start, I want to state that even though there are several cons, they are little ones. Some more significant than others, but the pros far outweigh the cons. Let's start. At a wide open aperture of 1.8, the corners get a little soft. It's kind of normal. That's kind of sort of expected with a wide open aperture. You know, everything gets soft and your focal distance is kind of very narrow. So is it a big deal? Not really, not for me. You may or may not have noticed it unless I told you about it or other videos pointing it out. But yeah, it's true. It's there. Whatever, live with it. Focus. Now, while the focus does not hunt, it is reliable, but it is especially slow, especially compared to my EFS kit lens with the Canon 80D. Going back to the costume party, I was messing around with close-ups, pulling in and out, and I was doing this shot countless of times. And the Sigma, well, it was a bit slow focusing and holding that focus during the in and out or the out and in consistently. I really had to be slow and deliberate with my action for it to keep up with focusing on it. If you prefer manual focus, this may not be an issue for you, so, you know, keep that in mind. Okay, next. It's a heavy lens, especially on an already weighted body such as the Canon 80D, so don't expect a vlog with this lens unless you really want a workout. I'll tell you what, I tried vlogging with it, and seconds in, my camera or the lens, the whole thing, it was already dropping below my eye line. So yeah. All right, vlog test with the Sigma 18 to 35. I'm gonna try to keep it up as long as I can before it starts dropping below my eye line. This lens is super heavy, and it's just kind of like with the camera as well. It might be lighter with a mirrorless camera, but all I know is I'm feeling the burn right now on my bicep. Look at that, it's already following the line. There we go, okay. My shoulders are burning, my biceps are burning, my forearms are burning, the joints are burning. Oh God, that's it. You really can't vlog with this lens unless you're a complete beast. Expect that. All right, back to the fly cam. You may have noticed because of the extreme weight of the lens, it's very, very front heavy. So I have to push everything back as much as possible before fine tuning my setup. In turn, I think it makes my setup look not sexy. Not even sure if that's really a thing. I'd like myself to look sexy, but how will this weighty setup work on a gimbal? Well, that's for a future video. But expect the added weight to make your setup even heavier if you're using a fly cam or the like. Okay, next, no weather sealing. Yeah, that sucks. Now, this one is a real bummer for me personally. There is no image stabilization and that really sucks. Again, my EFS kit lens does have image stabilization, so it's a feature sorely missed. But I guess if you're using a tripod, a gimbal, or fly cam, or a camera with in-body stabilization, you're good. And, of course, we all know this one, the noise that comes from the lens when autofocusing. It's there, it's real, it sucks. Yeah, your on-camera mic will most likely pick it up. So definitely make sure you're using a recording source a good distance away from the lens, like this boom mic I have right here, close to me. You can't even hear the thing autofocusing. I'll be honest, I thought I got lucky at first when I first got this lens because it was ultra quiet, not a sound. I thought, did I get lucky? Did they fix this issue after all these years? Yeah, no, they didn't. So, in the end, am I happy with the Sigma 18 to 35 with my Canon 80D? Absolutely. Fantastic images and video. This lens will be my main lens for YouTube for sure. Paid work and running gun? You know, probably not. Especially if things are happening spontaneously. I can't trust a focus unless they are pre-planned shots or I'm getting B-roll. But then again, I can also move up to a higher aperture and use the higher depth of field for random unpredictable shots. But it's always nice to have that shallow depth of field for portraits or talking heads. Small concessions. All right, two last things, value and versatility. I think I got this lens for a steal. The bundle with this lens came with a USB dock to calibrate your lens and tighten up your focus, a lens bag, mini tripod, memory card, clean kit. Will I ever use these accessories? Who knows? But it made the decision oh so much easier getting it with some added goodies. Now, do you need the USB dock to calibrate your lens? Nah, only if you're brave enough to get down and dirty with the anything but user-friendly calibration software. I'm sure there's videos online explaining how to use it. Maybe I'll make one in the future. Most likely, probably not. I opted to just load up the latest firmware for my lens that is compatible with the Canon 80D, and that was good. But I was also made aware that this lens works flawlessly with the Canon EOS R, so looking forward to maybe, jumping into that in the future. But of course, all of that, minor stuff. And don't forget, this lens is a beast with a Panasonic GH5, so this lens holds high value with its versatility when moving between systems. So, well worth the investment. Alright friends, that is my overall impression of the Sigma 18-35 Art 1.8 lens. That is a long name. Why do they make these things so long? Anyway, come check back for more videos giving you more specific comparisons of what this lens is capable of in future videos, or current, depending on when you are watching this video. And of course, I will leave links in the description down below if you want to check out other reviews of this lens, or check out the different deals for this lens. There are fantastic deals going with this lens, so be sure to check it out and keep your eyes open. As always guys, leave a comment down below. Let me know if you have any questions about the Sigma 18-35 or what is your preferred workhorse lens. Until next time everyone, remember, learn, do, share. I'll see you in the next one. Take care.